Who do you think is the laziest person in the house then?
PJ.
By a long way, or?
Yeah.
In what way? He moans all. I mean,
when you're on the poor side, doing jobs isn't a bad thing. You know, I think people prefer to. Kate seemed to enjoy cleaning before I came out, which we obviously encouraged. I was quite happy to make fires and things. PJ was quite happy to
I know
eat.
you hated the poor side, but you did seem to hunker down and just get on with it. And when Alex picked last week, I mean, PJ gave out about it a lot, but you didn't seem to say anything, to be honest with you. You just seemed to just sort of get on with it.
Yeah, I did moan quite a lot, but there was nothing else, nothing you could do about it, really.
Sure.
Just had to get on with it.
But you didn't enjoy it at all?
No, not really. Like living like an animal.
It just always seems that the people on the poor side always seem to sort of get on better, and people on the rich side seem to argue.
Does it?
That's some of the highlights I've been seeing. Right, your lack of domestication was illustrated when you decided to wash your white vests by boiling them in a pan with dark underwear. Spotting your faux pas, Sophie came to your rescue. Let's take a look.
How long has this been sat in that bag, Spencer?
Since I got here.
It smells.
Geese, duck,
Not
the lot.
deep, you know what it's got? It's got musty, yeah, and it's horrible.
Don't like it. And you have to eat it now. I just don't like things that I've stood in the kitchen and plucked and skinned and everything and got all the giblets out and stuff. And you see all the feathers on the floor. You can just smell it on your fingers.
No, Spence.
No, they don't stink, they're just musty.
It's just musty because they've been sat in that bag.
Now, I have to say, over the last couple of weeks, I've met your mother. She's an attractive woman. She seems like an intelligent woman. She seems like the woman who've taught you how to do all that sort of stuff. Yes, I know. I met your father as well, and he's a big lad. So why weren't you doing your own there? I mean, was this just an elaborate plan? You were just saying.
Yeah, the girls seem to enjoy doing the washing, so I thought I'd let them do mine.
And so, that was almost as soon as Sophie
Very kind of me more than anything.
Of course. That was as soon as Sophie came in, right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, cool. Well, just a couple of stats for you. It took you 14 days to wash your clothes, and you only wash once. You only wash your clothes once in 29 days.
When you say 14 days, I basically used up all my clothes, and then they were all washed. Then, with Sophie, did all my pants and socks and everything.
So, really, one wash was enough?
Well, yeah, and then I went on to the peasant side, didn't I?
Fair enough.
So there's no need to.
OK, now, one person who wasn't afraid to get up close and personal to you was Kate. Let's take a look at one of those intimate moments you shared. I have to tell you, this isn't real life, this is an edit.
Smile, though your heart is breaking.
Why, they're going to put a fence up that high?
Want to get married, Kate?
Now, you look like the kind of guy that would ask pretty much anyone to marry him in a kind of flippant, offhand, jokey way. Will you marry me?
No.
Kate was distraught after you left. How do you think she'll cope without you? I mean, people seem to, you know, buddy up.
I don't know. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you think she's got what it takes to win it?
Yeah, potentially. But I think it's probably going to be Alex now.
OK. Now, you and PJ became the likely lads, or the Ray Mears of the Extreme Survival Big Brother house. This is what he said about you when you departed.
I'm looking for a new dad. I said today in the diary room, it's like my dad. Cooks my bread and that in the morning. So if anyone wants to take that role, they're more than welcome.
PJ's a weird one, because you seem to sort of get together then. Earlier on, in the show, you seemed to get on very well with Sandy when you first joined the house, and you took a step back very much. Was that when you first joined
Sandy?
The house? From everyone.
I think everyone was nervous. I certainly was, and they all sort of dealt with it in their own different ways.
Were you nervous? Because you didn't come across as nervous at all.
It was a weird type of nervousness. I just didn't really know what was going on. But a lot of them seemed to entertain themselves by playing games and that, but I really wasn't my cup of tea to start with. So I was quite happy that Sandy was there and someone just to sort of sit outside with. Yeah, sure. And did sort of PJ fill that void when Sandy had gone? Because PJ, once again, is a relatively chilled-out guy. Not really, because by then you're sort of progressively getting to know people better. Sure. I mean, everyone tries instantly to become everyone's best friend within the first couple of days, and it just doesn't work like that. And a lot of the attitude was, this is wonderful, I've made 12 new best friends. It's just, no, you haven't. And, you know, that's why I think I spent a lot of time. Out of the people in there, and I don't want names, but do you think you'll keep in touch with any of them? Yeah. Not all of them, but a couple of them. OK. Now, last night, Alex picked PJ to live with him on the rich side. Do you think that's to make amends of what went on last week? And do you think that, with this in mind, PJ won't nominate him again? It was probably less tactical than that. I think he just knew that PJ had just done 2 weeks, and it was only fair to put him on the other side. I don't suppose it was much tactics involved. Would you go back in if you had the chance, lastly? Yeah. On the poor side? Either way. OK, cool. Here's a quick reminder of some of your finest moments. Hello, my name's Spencer. I'm 22 and I'm from Cambridge.
Do you think the viewers will get to know the real you?
Yeah. I don't think there's any way they couldn't get to know the real me.
I'm lazy when I'm loving, I'm lazy when I play. I'm lazy with my girlfriend 1,000 times a day. I open up my mouth, air comes rushing out.
Oh, Spencer, you're such a pig.
I'm not particularly searching for love inside the house. If I can't find it in the outside world, then I can't particularly see myself finding anybody suitable in there at the moment. Looks. I like dark hair. I get the feeling that I will either be voted out reasonably quickly or I'll last towards the end.
Spencer.
Yes.
Oh.
I have to say that was the coolest walk of fame of all time.
Really?
Yeah, without meaning to like, kiss your backside too much. The quick peep around the door and then a look back going. Was quite cool. Okay, now you're a man of few words. And how? And we feel we haven't really unearthed much of the real Spencer. We've divided some scenarios to give give the viewers an insight into the mind of Spanky. Ready?
Okay.
Right.
Fire away.
Dilemma 1. Thanks a lot for that. You're out for a night with your mates in a local nightclub. You find yourself surrounded by a group of adoring female fans. Don't leave me hanging. You know it happens, baby. Do you A, make a quick U-turn back to the VIP area where you've been sitting to sip champagne with new celebrity pals, B, invite them for a drink and regale them with tales of the Big Brother experience, or C, make a beeline for the prettiest girl and take advantage of some of that newfound stardom?
Well, it depends on so many different factors, but probably somewhere in between B and C.
Somewhere between B and C. I can get an okay on that, BC? Thanks. We move on to the second dilemma. Your Big Brother antics have made you a huge hit with the ladies, and a top women's magazine has offered you a vast sum of money to pose naked. Do you A, flatly refuse on grounds of decency? Do you B, agree, even though the magazine insists on you posing in an elephant posing pouch? Or C, jump at the chance to get your kit off and offer to do the shoot for free?
How much money is it?
How much money is it? Six-figure sum.
Six-figure
At
sum.
least £100,000.
And I don't have to get my Johnson out, it's to win a little elephant pouch.
Can I get a confirmation on Johnson? No Johnson.
No Johnson, £100,000. Yeah.
Rock the party, rock the party. Good man. And dilemma 3, after impressing the nation with your musical renditions in the house, oh yeah, you're invited to perform at this year's Glastonbury Festival, but only if you play Welcome to Our House. Do you A, jump at the chance playing to an audience of thousands, even though your credibility will go down the drain when you pull out the old penny whistle? B, agree to do it, but only if you're allowed to mime to a backing track, or C, refuse to miss out on the opportunity to hang out with rock and pop legends backstage?
I'll do it.
You do it. That's a C. Thank you very much. Lights up, please. I can't speak for you, but I personally think that's an insight into the man behind the man. Spencer, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dermot.
Any questions you'd like to ask for Spencer? We've got 6 minutes with him later on, so please keep your calls coming in. Coming up after the break, an exclusive look around the homes of the housemates. We'll see you in a minute. Hi, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're all very well. The reason my voice is down here is because it's the most exciting day of the week. It's Sunday, and Sunday norm. There you go. They're so fast asleep that we got away with that. We could have been taken off air for that. How mad's that? Anyway, okay. We're here to have a look at rich side, poor side. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. Loving your work. On the poor side this week, we have Johnny, Sophie, Kate, and Tim. 3 of them are asleep. Whereas, over here, and I don't want to do this without getting rid of my natty hat ornament, we have the rich side. At the moment, cooking and enjoying a chicken dinner. As you can see there, as well as Jade, we have Alex doing a bit of clearing up, PJ very happy, and Adele now over there. In fact, Jade looks like she's suffering a little bit of wind. Bless her. And now she looks like she's trying to make herself sick. And she's just looked over here, which really freaks me out. Okay. Hang on a sec. Shh, 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 shh. Fantastic. But one question. Everyone from the likes of Darwin to Confucius has asked in the history of time is how did they get here? Here's how.
Big Brother has set up 7 chairs in bedroom 1. They should not be touched until the start of the task. Big Brother will play music into the house in bursts of exactly 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
The housemate left without a chair to sit on will be eliminated from the game. The first housemate to be eliminated from the game will be the overall loser and will live on the poor side of the house. The last housemate left in the game will be the overall winner and will live on the rich side of the house. The winning and losing housemates will then take turns to pick the housemates one by one. It's a close one.
Do you want to toss a coin or something?
Jade's on it more.
Oh, here's one.
Difficult.
I've been eliminated from the game. This is Big Brother. Alex, you have won tonight's game and will live on the rich side of the house for the next 7 days. Johnny, you have lost tonight's game and will live on the poor side of the house.
PJ.
Sophie.
I knew it. I knew you'd say that.
Adele.
Tim.
Jade.
Good week, guys.
All right, back nice and safe in the studio with Eve and Spencer. Even Spence, as I like to call them. Give us a little wave there, Eve. Thank you. Hey, happy families. It's been a dramatic week in the Big Brother house. There's been bitching, there's been backstabbing, loving and loathing. But is there only one person to blame? For example, a question I've been asked this week is Jade the root of all evil? Let's take a look at the evidence.
Adele don't drink, so fine, fair enough. Sophie come in here as a smoker and as a drinker. She's now saying, if you eat a bit of chocolate, I'm going to have a cigarette. No, you drink and you smoke because you want to. You don't do it because someone else wants to get fit. Spencer's just a pig. Oh, everything ends with the way he eats, the way he speaks, the way he stinks. My friend I actually thought I found here was a friend that I actually thought I could believe and trust. Then says to me that it's a disease. That
It's a football disease! Did they come lying?
No, you told me it was a disease. You dirty little grass, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
No wonder I got bullied. You deserve to get punched in the face the amount of times you did.
Because I'm a Nazi, ain't I?
Because you're a Nazi. Oh, do you know what? I've got no time for people like you. I'm a Nazi, so I think the whole world hates me.
OK, we're actually just having a debate here as to who would win in a fight out of Adele and Jade, which I'm like...
I think Adele's fitter. I think she probably would.
I'd like to... I don't know.
To see that fight, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
In the pool.
I would.
Or wrestling in mud. Could they build a mud pit?
That could happen in the vegetable patch after a heavy downpour, quite easily. OK, she's turned on PJ, she had a full slagging match with Adele, now she's attacked her closest ally, Alex, literally biting the hand that feeds her. She likes a bit of this. What is going on? What's she playing at?
I think that she does speak often before she thinks. You know, the brain has not been put in gear. But I think, I mean, the great thing about Jade is what you see is what you get, I think. And so she just lets... That's her activity, that's her babyshness. She just lets it pour out, and she gets away with it.
I suppose the one thing is, I mean, it is quite cathartic in a way, because if you want an argument, or she wants an argument, she'll just have an argument with someone, and at the end of that, that's that. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't think she holds grudges. I mean, because I think she'll go with whoever. She's very clever. She senses where the opportunities are, where things are moving to. But if she feels hurt, out it comes, and she's very good at crying, as we were saying before.
Wow. Do you think she bears grudges?
I think she does remember things for a period of time. I don't know if grudge is the right word.
Do you think she's playing up the part of being the baby of the house?
I don't know if she's playing it up. I mean, she's living that role, but that's what everybody's classed her as, so you wouldn't really expect her to do anything.
No, sure.
But it makes everybody very protective towards her.
Yeah.
I mean, and since she had that, you know, the first week when she was nearly thrown out, that really frightened her. And so I think she thought, I've got to make these people love me. So the waterworks and the sort of babishness That's worked terribly well. She
Well, she
hasn't been
went ballistic
nominated
when you
yet.
I don't know how much I agree with that. I don't think she did change that much thinking. I think that's more of a Johnny thing to do, the line of thought to go down. Yeah, I don't think she... The chicken cam was one of the...
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Jade and the fact that you don't think she's changed much. You think it was more to do with Johnny.
Yeah, I don't think she particularly changes much. I don't think she can be bothered to think about tactics or things like that.
Were you quite taken aback when you got evicted and the first person that came over and she turned on the waterworks? I mean, I'm not saying that was in any way insincere, but you were quite taken back as to how upset she was about it.
She'd already told me before we'd had this discussion, she was like, I'm going to cry if it's you and everything, and I said, oh, please don't, because this and the other, so I just kind of expected it because she told me she was going to.
All right, now her favourite catchphrase is chipstick. Here's a montage of her saying chipstick.
Chipstick. Chipstick. Chipstick.
Not chipstick.
Yes, face chipstick. Some chipstick. Chipsticks. Chipstick. 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 Chipstick.
Still go.
Chipstick. 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 I've got chipstick standing behind the camera. Oh, chipstick.
She has, in fact, searched chipstick a total of 97 times.
97 times.
One housemate who's been fighting the affections of the boys is Adele, in a really curveball way. First, she fluttered her eyelashes at Lee, and this week, making a beeline for Alex. A quick reminder here of her getting up all close and personal.
He's got gorgeous mouth. We're going to get married, did you know that? I just really want you to stay.
We're not snogging.
Not yet.
It's a beautiful thing. The most unlikely pairing since Chris and Billy, I'd say. They formed a mutual appreciation society. Big brother romance or just good friends?
I think just good friends. They are both the cleaners. They are both the organisers. They both like doing the big meals and all that together. And I think he loves being cuddled. He likes cuddles. But I don't think this is passion. I think this is friendship and a sort of recognition that they're not that dissimilar.
You agree?
Yeah.
You see this coming at all?
No, not really. I hadn't paid a great deal of attention to what Adele was up to.
Is it quite hard not to pay attention to people in the house, though? I mean,
no, it's very easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's such a small place for, you know...
It's not that interesting in there at all. It's...
But I imagine wherever you turn, there's always someone in eyeshot. That's all I mean.
No, you can get away from everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
OK. You lived with them both for 4 weeks. Did either of those two confide in you in any way during that time?
Not really.
Not at all?
I don't remember.
Did you ever try and work her charms on you, Adele?
No.
OK, cool. Thanks, we're whistling through these. One housemate who doesn't seem to have formed a special bond with anyone is Geordie Johnny. Just a quick word on Johnny, what do you think?
Well, I think Johnny was shocked by his near eviction experience. I think that Johnny, as a cheeky chappy, thought he'd been forever. And I think he was horrified, I mean really horrified, down to his core when he was, you know, a nomination. So he's changed, hasn't he? He's thought, I'm going to become a more serious Johnny, I'm going to become a more thinking Johnny. And I think, I don't know, I think we're not seeing the real Johnny at the moment.
OK. Thank you very much, guys. Going to be speaking to you later on, because if you have a question for this young man, then just give us a call right now. If you'd like to call us at Big Brother's Little Brother, then phone 09011 call BBLB. That's 09011 2255 2252. Or you can email us. The address is bblb@channel4.com, bblb@channel4.com. Or you can text us. Just stick the word studio at the start of your message and send it to the Big Brother text number 83188. The one thing our housemates miss most on the outside world is, of course, the comfort of their own homes. Am I right? Am I right? Don't leave me hanging.
Yep.
Thanks. We're going to give you an exclusive tour around some of our housemates' homes. Eve, you're an official home snooper, which is our way of saying you're on Through the Keyhole. And Spencer, you spent 29 days inside the Big Brother house. You seem to be sketching. Is that me?
You.
Yeah. Thank you.
Carry
Good.
on, just take that.
What we'd like you to do is tell us who you think lives in a house like this.
Vibrant colours in the bedroom suggest a bubbly personality. This person is at home in a group. Tidy, well-appointed kitchen. Someone spends a lot of time here. So, Who lives in a house like this?
Okay, now we're going to do this in the classic sense. So you just ask questions and the applause-mometer will tell you how close you are.
Well, I think that those bright colours don't belong to a girl, they belong to a bloke, because no girl would choose those colours unless they were in real sale mode.
There seems to be no applause coming whatsoever.
Well, I'm wrong, so it's a girl.
Well...
OK.
It's not him, then.
Yeah.
Go on.
Was I particularly close to this person? It's not her, then.
I'd say no.
This is quite an efficient house. Is it somebody who's quite efficient in the house and quite tidy and neat?
Yeah.
Can I have a guess?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want to have a guess?
That one.
Is it Adele?
Yes, it is. Very much a joint effort. Is that the way it's working?
Yeah, we're
working
doing
as a team.
well over here.
One team, one dream. Fantastic. Yes, indeed, it was Adele. OK, who is mystery housemate number 2?
Sports bag hanging on the wall. This person likes to keep fit. Blinds in the bedroom window. This person likes their privacy. White tiles in the bathroom suggest this housemate likes to keep things tidy. So, who lives in a house like this?
Well, who indeed lives in a house like this?
Is the sports bag particularly relevant? I know you've put it in there, but is it particularly relevant? Is it not particularly relevant?
Right, it's not particularly relevant.
So that would cancel out him.
This looks like a boy who lives with mum and dad, and they're looking after him. They're giving him a big television set at the end of his bed.
Not him?
This could be one way of keeping him out of the kitchen.
Could be him.
I don't understand what that means.
Well, I mean, and the white towels, that was a clue, I thought. Is that a clue, very strong clue?
That it's, did the person...
It's Alex.
Yeah! Oh, man, can we do this? Can you come back every week? This is fantastic. All right, it was indeed Alex. Our last one, house number 3. Who lives in a house like this?
There's a sun bed in the bedroom, so this housemate cares a great deal about their appearance. Unfinished decorating indicates someone who's slightly indecisive. Clean kitchen and minimal cupboard space suggest this housemate prefers their food delivered to the door. So, who lives in a house like this?
Can't believe we got Lloyd Grossman to do this voice. Just terrific. OK, who lives in a house like that?
Do you want to have a go first?
Is it a girl? She's still in the house. She says chipstick a lot. I don't know. Any ideas?
Well, if it's a girl,
yeah.
It must be Jade.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, both of you. Thank you very much indeed. I'm sure we'll be doing that again because it worked so unbelievably well. OK, at 10:24 last night, Alex won the musical chairs task and was crowned king of the rich side. He chose PJ, Adele and Jade to live with the king of the poor, whilst the king of the poor, Johnny, chose Sophie, Tim and Kate. Join us after the break to see how both sides are adjusting to their new living arrangements. Get up. There he is. Looking good, baby. Looking good. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, you are going to make some woman. But hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're going very well today. We are enjoying the show. We've got Spencer on, we've got Eve Pollard on. I've only got Dave, who's one of our house producers there. Dave, don't say a word yet. Now say a word.
Hello.
How are things?
Very good. Very
Excellent.
good indeed.
OK, the group, they're bearing up since Spencer, a.k.a. Spanky's eviction. Tell us how they're doing.
They're doing all right, actually. The poor side has obviously felt it far harder. There haven't been perhaps the late night chats that the poor side always used to have, probably when the rich side have gone to bed.
For the halcyon days.
Yeah, those glory days of Spanky have perhaps gone a little bit, but they're doing OK. And PJ, if anyone, perhaps has come out of his shell. Now the shadow of the great man Spencer is gone. He's been able to be himself, I think.
The hosepipe incident.
Yes,
Tell us about
Hosegate. Tim waking up first morning in the poor side, faced with the thought of a cold shower, used his noggins and basically got the garden hose, spent a long time, over an hour, trying to attach it to the the tap in the kitchen, which is warm, using... They tried to bend it
Is he allowed
with a
to do
couple of
that?
spoons. We let it go because he didn't actually wreck it. There was no breakages. He tried to attach it using some plasters from the safety kit, the medical kit. It was all looking good. Turned it on.
An operation
an
of
hour
18
later,
proportions.
Big style, burst everywhere. Couldn't take the pressure, all over the floor.
So inside?
Inside.
So now they're
in the
poor
kitchen.
and wet.
And very slightly soggy.
Man, it's like Angela's ashes in there.
Very similar.
Okay, now, you watch the housemates 24/7. What, in your opinion, are their most annoying habits?
I think, without exception, all of the housemates have talked about Sophie and the way every sentence starts or ends with the word mate. And I don't think you can get away from it. Everybody says mate because of it, and they're slightly aggrieved when she keeps banging on about everything's her mate.
Is it like the case that you go home now and your good lady wife, if you have one? If not, there's a very unlucky girl out there. Is it you go home and will you sort of repeat these things? Will you go home and say, "Hey mate, let's have some
I'll
dinner"?
try not to. And the other one is awesome.
Yeah.
That's what Tim's brought. Everything is awesome, man. So awesome, mate. Terrible.
And you guys in the gallery here, you pick up these buzzwords, do you?
You can't help. 8 hours a day with your headphones on. A lot of mate about.
Mate, you've been awesome. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Hold that for us. Okay, yesterday we received this email from Margaret Hunt in Manchester. You might like this. Is it just me, or has anyone else noticed the disgusting noises made by Kate when she's chewing? Well, little brother looked into this and discovered she's not alone in these etiquette issues.
Oh, can I have that one to chew?
Pardon me.
Excuse-moi.
Okay, there, I've just come out of there. I actually just walked through like osmosis or something. It's fantastic. Big brother's little brother, everybody. We have Spencer, we have Eve. Thank you very much, Spencer. You didn't print these off yourself, did you?
I did.
Thank you very much. Okay, we've been ringing in, asking you to ask Spencer any questions you have. We should have Deborah from Leeds on the line. Hello, Deborah.
Hello, Dermot. Hello, Spencer. How are you all?
We're very well, thank you. You're all right, Deborah?
Yes, missing Spencer a lot from the screens and loving the show, Dermot.
Bless you. And I'm going to pardon for the spirit of sanctum. Okay, speak to us, Deborah. What's your question?
I just wanted to ask Spencer, if he was still in the house on Monday with the nomination process, who would he nominate and why?
Johnny and Alex.
Why so?
I haven't really thought of that yet. For similar reasons to why I nominated them before.
Too right.
Who would you nominate?
You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, but I would actually nominate Alex and Adele.
I'm surprised you'd nominate Johnny. I always thought you got on relatively well with Johnny.
I've got a lot of time for Johnny in a certain sense, but in there, there's things about him I don't like.
He was absolutely mortified when he found. I know you know this already.
Yeah.
And you probably haven't seen the footage, but I mean, to the point of like self-flagellation, he was absolutely mortified when he realised.
He tends to go from one extreme to the other, and that wasn't very appealing to me. I mean, the thing is, in there, you have to sort of look for negative things in people. You have to do it. And whereas things that I used as reasons that I didn't like about people wouldn't have mattered at all in the outside world. But you have to look for them. So as a bloke, he's decent enough chap, but in there, the way that he kept being up and down all the time, over the top in this direction, in that direction, just didn't appeal to me.
If they go head to head, who do you think will go?
Who? Alex and Johnny.
Johnny, definitely.
I think that's probably true. What is interesting is Johnny's sort of lost, because I think he thought, as a cheeky chappie, he'd just go on being the cheeky chappie forever. And now he can't be the cheeky chappie because he knows that irritates people. He doesn't know quite what to do.
I know, once Sandy said about Alison...
I think so.
People realised that it's too much, he's over the top, and Johnny was like, oh dear, have I been like this? And all of a sudden totally changes the way he's acting, which I don't think people are going to like particularly.
I do think, well, the wind kind of came out of his sails, I think, when Sandy told him he didn't like him, flatly to his face, and in a very honest manner. And from then, he just really has been quiet, and then he was up for eviction the next week.
He's not used to being unpopular, and he doesn't.
He wants to be liked by every single person in there, and you can't do that. It's impossible. If you are liked by every single person, then you're not being true to yourself, I think.
Okay.
If you do manage to achieve that.
And that shows, you think, eventually, not being true to yourself. Yeah.
Deborah, thank you very much. Bruce from Christchurch. Hello, Bruce.
Hiya, Dermot.
How are you?
All right, thank you. Are you okay?
I'm flying, thanks. Go ahead, my friend.
Hiya, Spencer.
Hi.
Ever since you've been in the Big Brother house, you've been a hit with the ladies. What is your secret?
Nice one, Bruce. You having a bit of trouble scoring nowadays?
I don't know, Bruce. All I've done is sit around and do nothing for 4 weeks, and they seem to like that, so try that, I don't know.
Can I genuinely say, Bruce, that's probably not a great lesson for life. But but I mean, use it for a week, see what happens.
Because it's from my friend for Dorchester. He's having trouble with ladies, you see.
Right, no, lovely. The old friend from Dorchester line, Nice touch.
I'm going to set up a school.
Okay, Karina from Bedfordshire. Hello, Karina.
Hello, Dermot.
You all right?
Hello, Spencer.
Hi. Karina, with that lovely velvety voice, I bet you have no trouble with the men whatsoever. But what's your question for Spence?
I just wanted to ask Spencer what he would have done with the money if he'd have won.
Good question.
We weren't allowed to talk about that in there, were we? So, no, I'm not going to say I didn't think about it, because I did. I don't know, I'd have attempted to do something sensible with the majority of it, and I would have pissed a lot of it up the wall.
Apologies at home for anyone who just heard that. I can't condone what you just said. Please don't say it again. Thanks. That's okay. Okay, thank you very much, Katrina and Laura from Southampton. Hello.
Hi, guys.
You all right?
Me and my friend Sammy were wondering, since you're so laid back, Spencer, what did you really get out of your Big Brother experience?
I don't really know yet, to be honest. It's only been a couple of days and I haven't really had a chance to actually sit down and think about anything. But the whole thing was just doing it, was all this business.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all the callers. What was it that, just very, very briefly, that just made you apply? Because you don't seem to be certainly the sort of person that's obsessed with fame. We're off air in 30 seconds, so just very briefly.
Basically, as I said so many times, I've always been asked, why did you apply? And I've never really had a reason. I phoned up for a joke to annoy my boss, who was, because it was an expensive phone line, and just went from there, basically.
Excellent. Eve, thank you very much. Spencer, I'm sure we'll see you again this week.
Thank you.
And that is pretty much it from us today. Late breaking news. Alex announced that he intends to shave off his beard because he thinks Jade thinks he looks like a granddad. We're back tomorrow, 7 o'clock, E4. I trust we'll see you then. Take care.